Welcome into Off the Bench, presented by All Star Toyota.
Come in if you dare.
We're bringing you the spookiest sports talk in town. With Jacob Hester and...
Aren't you scared?
Live from the Haunt
Raising Cane's
Studio, here's Jacob Hester and...
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB.
Robo Flynn is
from
back.
the Raising Cane studio. Back like he never left. All right, let's go around the room. Who's got the highest QBR in the NFL?
QBR in the NFL. Give me a second.
I mean,
Anybody
Jesus.
else?
All right, I'll throw a name out there, and I
Okay.
don't want to do this, but is it Dak Prescott?
Okay, Landra.
I also feel like I need to think about this.
I also
would
don't-
have liked a heads up in the
That's
break.
the whole point.
I don't know who has highest QBR.
That's the whole point. It's rapid fire. I'm trying to trick you here.
What's wild is I don't know if anybody's playing better
Right.
than
Well,
Dak
I
or
don't
Baker
know.
Mayfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I picked Dak because I think cause they take everything into consideration. He threw it downfield a little bit more, so I think he has more yards.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got my dad
They
like
think
36
downfield?
points.
Okay.
He's just got more yards.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because
Who's he play for?
That's so dad. Baker's a good point. He's been playing well.
Yeah, I don't know about QBR. QBR sometimes can be pretty misleading, but Baker and Dak, no one's playing better.
how many picks is Dak?
All right, here goes the top 10 in QBR so far here on this season.
Spencer.
At number 10, Mac Jones. At number 9,
Let's go,
Matthew
Mac.
Stafford.
right.
At number 8, Baker Mayfield.
Ah.
At number 7, Jared Goff.
Okay.
At 6, Josh Allen. At 5, Lamar Jackson. At 4, Patrick Mahomes. At 3, Dak Prescott. At 2, Sam Darnold. And at number 1,
Spencer Rattler.
no, I wish.
Trevor
He's
Lawrence.
18th. No, it's a good guess, though. But Spencer Rattler's higher than Trevor Lawrence.
Love that.
My whole point in doing this,
So I almost said Sam Darnold, but I was like, no
none
way.
of y'all have guessed the name.
Wait a
No.
minute.
And I've given you the top 10.
Yeah.
And you still
I
don't
still
know.
don't know.
Justin Herbert.
Can I
Joe
throw-
Flacco.
Nah.
Is this Tua?
Nope.
I would laugh.
Again,
Tua only missed like
So
3
hard.
throws the other day.
2 is actually behind Spencer Rattler.
He's got
as
to
well.
bring this up because it's Justin Herbert, right?
No. Justin Herbert's 15th.
I was about to say, it's probably not Justin because his O-line's so bad.
Jordan Love.
No, he's 11th. And it's the whole
Daniel
reason.
Jones.
Daniel Jones.
No way.
Indiana Jones.
That's the whole reason I brought it up.
That's right.
I knew that none of y'all
I was
would
like, it's
guess it.
something stupid now.
And I knew I could
like
give y'all the
after-
top 10.
And I knew that answer, too. His name did not pop in the
Daniel
old brain.
Jones. So the top 2 QBRs in the National Football League are Daniel Jones, who was kicked out of New York, and Sam Darnold, who was kicked out of New York. Those franchises
Wild.
are just bad. Now, the Giants have won a couple Super Bowls with Eli Manning, so I get that, but it just kind of shows you and tells you
Yeah.
the guy that you're always like, that guy sucked. That guy's
Yeah.
a bust. A lot of times in the National Football League,
It is so much
it's
about,
about
opportunity,
who you're
situation.
with, who's around you. Because, you know, your eye was telling you the story during the draft when you selected that player in the first round. Now, I'm not saying that's going to last for the totality of the year, but looks pretty good so far.
So much is determined by your coach. Obviously, the players around you, but like your coach and the way you're, the same coach can't coach the same team, like 2 different teams, the same way. Like your coach has to be flexible, and be able to design plays and coach the plays that they've designed. With multiple types of personalities, multiple types of team chemistry. Like not every there's no 2 teams built the same way.
Yeah.
And sometimes people call it system quarterbacks. It's not a system. It's just a better offense. In the NFL, there's no such thing as like a system quarterback.
Yeah.
There's just bad offenses out there. There's bad programs. There's bad coaches out there. So, like, it's the opposite of a system quarterback. Like, yeah, if you get put with some bad teams, you're not going to be very good.
Yeah.
Like, I was super fortunate to get drafted where I was. Like, I'm glad I didn't get drafted 2 rounds before that and go to the Jaguars or the Panthers. My career might have lasted 14 days. Right?
Wait, are you talking about?
Yes, to your point. Yes.
When you say system quarterback, and you don't believe that's a thing. Like I'm not.
In
agreeing.
college, I agree.
Okay, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I don't know. But
In
were
the
you talking
NFL,
about?
it's
Were you
not a
talking about
thing.
Mac Jones? Because people were talking about how like Brock Purdy, they say all the time that he's a system quarterback, and then Mac Jones goes in that same system, and he's what 10th. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just
To me,
asking.
like a system quarterback, and I've never really given this a whole lot of thought. You don't see it in the NFL. Like a system quarterback's not a thing in the NFL.
Yeah.
You have better coaches, you have better play callers, you have better designers of plays and game planners. But like in college, there's system quarterbacks that are doing something that's an outlier, like doing a type of offense that, let's take Mike Leach, Texas Tech,
Yeah.
for example. I would say those are system quarterbacks because nobody else was running the air raid. No one was throwing it 65 times a game. Those guys had 1 billion yards, and most of them never panned out into a more traditional type of offense.
Look at Will Rogers, right, at Mississippi State. He was there 3 years. He has like every record. Will Rogers never did anything outside of state. I mean, he didn't.
I mean, technically, a triple option quarterback would be a system type quarterback, in my opinion, because you're running a type of offense that a defensive coordinator is seeing once a year. And it's really hard to game plan for, but that quarterback's really good in that system, and that's exactly what, but it doesn't like necessarily translate to other types of football. In the NFL, you don't have that. You just have good coaches and you have bad coaches.
Maybe like Tennessee too, because Joey Aguilar comes and now he's like in Heisman talks. Nico Iamaleava leaves. I tried so hard to say
Iamaleava,
it. Iamaleava
pretty much
leaves
got it,
and he sucks.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a good
the
example or
system
not.
quarterback
But
in Tennessee, that was like crazy. Like that, it's not a high school offense they're running. It's just a good offense.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
They're not running plays and philosophies and mechanics that nobody else is doing.
yeah,
It's just calling good plays
Right.
and designing good plays.
yeah.
Like
Is that
Texas A&M or Texas Tech was just so different at the time. Like Mississippi State, like you said, Mississippi State came in here and threw for 1,700 yards in one game against LSU.
KJ was benched 2 weeks later.
That's different. But to say there's a system
don't play man
quarterback,
on
in the NFL?
like Mac Jones was in New England,
Right.
had a terrible time.
right.
Matt
Like-
Patricia was his offensive
Matt
coordinator.
Patricia was his offensive coordinator. Who's going to be successful in that season? Tom Brady wouldn't have been. He'd probably been more successful.
That's true. Matt Patricia, who's a lifelong defensive coordinator, currently the defensive coordinator for the Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Was his OC.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
remember though,
they thought they were
before
so
Belichick
smart.
made that stupid move to make Patricia OC, Mac Jones went to the playoffs as a rookie. People forget that.
Yeah.
He was 10-7 and went to the playoffs his rookie year.
Yeah.
It's like, until Patricia came there and screwed him up.
You got to think, like, Bill Belichick. You guys had a pretty big fall off.
Oh my God. It's honestly like
Suck.
But
it's kind of sad to
but
me.
like-
Yeah, he thought he was the smartest guy in the room, so not me.
Okay, well I don't.
So, like, such a great coach for such a long time.
Yeah.
Like,
Not to pick on the.
did he have like a like I don't know, like a mental drop because he did hire Matt Patricia as an offensive coordinator? Did he forget that he was a defensive coordinator?
I think Jake's point, like, he was so good for so long. He's like, this is going to work because I say it's going to work.
Yep.
Not necessarily doing his homework. Just
Big
like,
vibes from.
yeah.
that
Oh, I
guy.
can do it. It's going to work because I say so.
Yep. I agree.
Ooh, Bilbo in the chat asking if I'll go on record and say the air raid is a trash offense. No. Air raid looks so fun.
Avo wants to know where the Jaguars play. Look, I'm from Shreveport.
Yo, wire back.
He's from Tyler, Texas. We're going to call it the Jaguars for as long as we're here.
We could class it up.
You know that, Avo. Come on.
We could class it up.
Jaguars.
Get ready.
Jaguars.
Get ready. Old Hunt Palmer will come in here and be like, did you say Jaguars? Because I had to do an NFL promo last year, and I also say Jaguars.
I'm confused.
How
What
do you-
is
how's
it?
he want us to
Jaguars?
say it?
I think the correct term is Jaguar. But
What?
he's like, you said Jaguar. I'm like,
Hunt.
I don't care.
Hunt, you're
I don't
from
get it.
Shreveport like I am, my
Well,
guy.
right.
I don't-
Settle down.
I don't
So
either.
wait, is somebody saying? Are we saying it wrong? Is
We
it
just say it real redneck.
Jaguar's been the thing my entire life?
That's how
Right.
I'm going to keep saying it.
Jaguar.
But the
Dude,
people
who says it
The
differently?
people who want to be
Everybody but
proper
us.
will say it's Jaguar.
I don't think I've
I'm
ever
like,
heard somebody say Jaguar.
See, same.
Like Jag War?
Hunt, get in
what's
here.
funny? You ever hear the commercials
tell me.
for the car?
Jaguar.
They
Jaguar.
say Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not how I say it at all.
Jaguar?
Jaguar.
I've never heard it said that one.
I'm not saying that.
It's Jaguar.
It's
In
Jaguar.
no way I'm saying that.
Jaguar
Wait, hold
sounds
on a
better.
second.
I was literally, that was
Jaguar.
now we're saying it so many times that it doesn't
That
sound
it
like a real word.
sounds real.
This word has lost all meaning to me now.
Right.
Jaguar.
What even is
What?
it?
Jaguar.
The team in Jacksonville.
Oh, someone in the chat said Jaguar.
I was literally
Jaguar.
it was literally a Johnson Jaguar, Johnson High School. Okay, so I think I know how to say Jaguar.
Okay, yeah. See, that was our mascot. We're good.
I think y'all are all wrong.
Jaguar.
That's a good mascot.
Jaguar.
Oh, yeah. Team that plays there in Jacksonville, ball. The Jaguars.
For,
All right.
I promise you.
ants.
I promise you, the folks in Jacksonville say Jaguar.
Yeah, there's
Ain't no
nobody
doubt
in
about
Jacksonville
it.
saying Jaguar.
Yeah, ain't doing that.
Should we call?
You wanna move them to London like the
Should we
Herman
just
wants to
say
do?
Like it's somewhere.
Duval?
Get some Grey Poupon.
Oh. Wait, where'd it go?
I know
have
people
it somewhere on
clowned him.
here.
Is Liam Cohen actually a really good coach?
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is.
4-1.
I mean, he's got to be pretty good, right? I mean,
Well,
they're
so,
4-1.
They're 4-1.
With the old nose picker,
They're winning
Trevor Lawrence.
despite not being that great talent wise. And you look at what he did in Tampa's offense last year. Like Liam Cohen's got a little something, and he was good at the Rams before that.
It's pretty cringy, though. I saw it again the other day.
Oh.
It's the
The
eyebrow
facial-
raise.
Yeah, it's the facial expression. more
It's
than
like
anything.
comedic.
Right.
It's comedic.
If he would have just done it straight faced,
Okay,
wouldn't
so
have been as
Matt is listening, and he just sent me a Google Jaguar pronunciation. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, if it
Or if
doesn't
it-
say Jaguar, I don't really.
We
doesn't
get an
affect me.
audio of like
Wait, how do I do
Siri
this?
pronouncing it or something.
Wait,
that sounded like how we said it.
I don't hear a difference.
Oh, you got to pull it.
Wait,
That said
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
that says Jaguar.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
It
Yeah,
says Jaguar.
yeah.
I said Jaguar.
Yeah. So
Go wire back.
Yeah.
turns out the redneck way's the right way. Even if it's not, it's gonna
We knew
keep
it.
on keeping on.
Then he said, "Old country ass saying Jaguar."
Yep.
We're just system speakers.
Yeah, we're system speakers.
Yeah.
We're in the
We're not-
Jaguar system.
We're not sheep.
We ain't sheep.
Eh.
So good.
Anyway, 4-1.
Dude,
Who was the coach that took him to the AFC
that
Championship?
would be.
Doug Peterson, wasn't it?
Was it Doug?
No. It was.
you mean with Blake Bortles?
It was Marone.
Yes. Because he was right after Coughlin. Is that right?
God, that was a random season.
Really random. Their
Whoa.
defense was elite.
It was. If Lenny was running back, right? Fournette,
Yeah, and
and toting it.
go back and watch that AFC Championship game. They should have won it.
The Jaguars.
God, they had.
The Chiefs? I'm assuming the Chiefs.
They had the two colored helmets. Oh,
Yeah, the black
little
with the gold
ombre
in the
helmet.
back.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it
that was
wasn't
so
great.
ugly. Does anybody mess up a uniform more than the Jag-Wires? Like they wore their retros the other night, and those are awesome.
I like the black one.
Yeah,
Those are
it
awesome.
was Marone. He was there 17 to 20.
Yeah.
All right.
And that was Fournette's first year, so that would have been right there.
Doug Marone was the head coach in Buffalo when I was there for 3 weeks.
Hardy wasn't that great. Of course, I was.
He was super casual when he fired me.
It's actually Maron.
He didn't even care.
Super casual.
Actually,
He
Marone.
didn't have 1 ounce of sympathy in his eyeball.
Hey, Matt, we're going to let you go. All right, bud. Have fun.
Yeah, man. Good luck.
Man, pulled the Brad Pitt on Moneyball.
Good luck. You're
He's
welcome
like, hey,
for
don't
bringing
get
that.
attached to the
Man,
players.
every time I got released, it was always like this big to do and emotional speech. And I wanted it to be more like, hey, bud, we got to let you go. Here's your ticket.
Look at that helmet, Jake.
That's
Just
trash.
awful.
That's awful.
That's why they lost.
Like, why do y'all mess up? And now, your main uniform still is awful.
Yeah.
Like, wear the ones that you wore the other night every game. The Mark Brunell days. Those are awesome. That's terrible. That is a fireable offense to whoever did that.
Even better, the pants are white.
That is a bad uniform. Anywho, go Jags. Yeah, boy. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. Residential commercial service. You can sign up right there on the homepage of the website. if you want to give them a call because you're looking for a roll-off dumpster, 3 different sizes to choose from. 225-612-2477 is the number. You tell them what your project is at your home, at your business, and they're going to make sure that you have the right size roll-off dumpster every single time. And look, maybe if you undersell it a little bit, they'll come, they'll empty it, and they'll bring it back to you. That's what kind of customer service you get over at trashrangers.com.
That's right. Go check them out at their new website because they got a whole new department over there. Trash Ranger Sanitation is our portable toilet business for your business festival, concert, fair, or construction site. Go local. Call Trash Ranger Sanitation and flush away the national companies. For more info, go to trashrangers.com. That's trashrangers.com. Trash Rangers Sanitation. We're number 1 at picking up number 2.
I'm still in love with you. 2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. A little R&B Wednesday. Finally, Dr. Stephen Etheridge can listen to the tunes that Alondra's spinning over there. A little new addition here. No big deal.
Yeah, the headphones are great.
It's changes things up.
Doc, you are from which state originally?
Florida.
Okay, there's a team that plays in Florida in Jacksonville. What team name is that?
It's the Jaguars.
He say it like us.
He's got a little nuance in there.
Yeah, a little nuance.
We
It
have.
felt a little different.
A little different.
It felt a little different.
Jaguars.
I don't know if he's saying Jaguar.
Yeah, I think he's saying it a little bit.
I think you're saying. I think
than
he's
us.
saying it. Yeah,
He's a little bit classier.
Jaguar.
He's a little bit more educated.
Well, he
than
gets
us, for
paid the big
sure.
That's fair. He is a doctor.
All right,
He is a
fair
doctor.
enough. Fair enough. All right, I heard it.
I heard it. It's
I heard
different.
it.
It took somebody from Florida though. 'Cause
I don't think I can say it.
I might concede this argument.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna say Jaguar.
Yeah, I'm 1,000% still saying it the same way. Doc, how you doing? Glad to have you back on.
I'm doing well, thank you.
Taking a look at some of the injuries across the sports world. So last week we talked about 2 guys for the Saints, Foster and Taysom, coming back from knee injury. It was funny, like after having the conversations with you, like I was kind of watching and seeing like how they played and how they planned and how they cut and they timid here, they timid there. It was funny because I felt like I saw a difference. Like Foster was like, the hell with it, let's just go. And Taysom, not that he was like babying or not, but you could tell like it felt like in the back of his mind there was like, okay, let's make sure that I'm 100% ready to go.
There's definitely a benefit to being a little crazy, and I think with Foster, I think we all know Foster, and
Yep.
and I say it in the kindest way possible.
Oh yeah, it's term of endearment.
But yeah, there's something there. Sometimes you got a little bit of that crazy gene, and that helps you just to go out there because yeah, it's scary the first few times for sure.
When you're coming back from an ACL injury, like what's the biggest like mental hurdle a player? Is it like lateral cuts? Is it full speed straight ahead? Like what's the biggest challenge that you see mentally that as a doctor you're like, hey, you're okay. Like, but I would assume like mentally it's like, man, I can't get past this one step.
I think you see it more with kind of the side to side, the cuts, because you start running a straight line pretty early in that rehab process, even sprints straight line. So they've been doing a lot of that. It's that first time they got to make that sudden stop, that sudden cut. You know, and with contact, even though it's sometimes a non-contact injury, I think just the idea of getting hit, the idea of avoiding the hit, there's just something there that kind of sticks, I think, with a lot of these guys.
Is there like statistics medically, like after surgery, like an ACL on, let's just say right leg has been fully blow your ACL, then fully repaired. Is there statistics out there that say this ACL is 100% like a new one, like the chance of injury to that same ACL is the exact same as if you've never, or is the chance of injury to it again a lot higher?
Good question there, bud.
It's a good question. Yeah.
Look at you. Boom.
So there is a lot of statistics, and I won't pretend to pull them up offhand, but what we do know is that there's a lot of variables that go into it. There's some people that just have genetic predisposition, you know, the slope of the tibia, the dynamics. And then to be fair, some of it's the type of surgery. There are different surgeries that we do different graphs that we use, and then honestly the quality of the surgeon. So there's a lot of variables that go into it. A well-done ACL in somebody without a significant genetic predisposition should be just about as healthy as the one they've ever had. Huh. So, I mean, but there's all these different things that go into it, so it's hard to kind of break it down simply. But typically, yeah, we expect that once it's healthy, it's going to be as good as the one they had before. It's
interesting because I've always heard people like throw out like they're more inclined to get this or that injury. I just, for whatever reason, not thinking too deeply, I always thought, oh, well, they just have like weaker ligaments or their, blood type, whatever it is. They're just, but no, it makes a lot more sense that the angle of their bones are a little bit closer or whatever to go and to be able to hit that or nick that ligament.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. There's and again, I'll probably butcher if I try and remember exactly, but I went to a conference and there was a guy who's a physician who does ACL reconstructions over in Dubai for the soccer team. And there's something with certain people of Middle Eastern descent that the instance of ACL injuries there is drastically higher. And it has to do with all different angular slopes. It was really very interesting because he's like, the number of ACLs I do, he's a world expert now because he lives there and does so many of them.
Right.
This guy's like, and I feel bad I can't remember his name either, but it was really kind of interesting to hear how many more they see. I mean, the instance was through the roof compared to what we see here.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Wild.
Yeah. I didn't think about like bone structure and.
Yeah, I just always thought like,
my dad always told me just drink milk for every meal and you'll be good.
Yeah,
still good advice.
I don't know. It seems to work out. All right, so obviously, Doc, we're not talking about specific injuries with the team here, but when you have a bye week and you're trying to make sure that, okay, let's have some of these conversations. Like this guy, like I think he can go. I think he needs to get out there and get some reps. Or hey, maybe this guy, maybe we hold him back just a little bit. And next week when you're preparing for game week, then he can get right back into the fray. Like, what are some of those conversations like, and how many? I guess, who do you get involved in those conversations? Position coaches? Like, where do you go with that?
Yeah, so it usually starts in the training room with, so we'll usually sit down we do a clinic on Sundays after the games, and we'll sit there each Sunday, the team physicians with our head athletic trainer. And then, sometimes, we'll get the input from the coaching staff. A lot of times the trainers are so up to date on that, they kind of already know a lot of the input from the coaches, but sometimes we'll kind of reach out and then it is going to be a case-by-case, guy-by-guy. It's when it really helps to know the individual's personalities. Some guys are going to be the guys that need those reps. That for them to feel good on Saturday, they have to be in there. And then for other guys, you kind of know that their mindset, maybe, especially some of the guys that have been around the program longer. That's like in the NFL. You'll see a lot of the vets that get their every Tuesday they're off or whatever, and we just know that. And so it's not a big deal if this guy sits on a certain day. And it's kind of the same way we look at our team, and we really got to lean on the training staff, and probably more than anybody else, because they really know these guys, their personalities in and out. So that's where that communication really comes in. And to your point, it is something that's going to be different for one guy and another. Some guy we got to get him out there. We got to see what he can do. Can he cut? Can he plant? That way they can plan ahead and know what we're getting into.
Do you still do you do game time decision type workouts at the collegiate level? Because I don't remember. I know in the NFL, it was always, hey, you're going to get here a little bit early. We're going to have some people out here watching you. We're going to work you out. We're going to put you through what we think would be a game simulation. Like, do you do stuff like that in college?
We definitely will. We'll have some of the guys that if we've been nursing, we talked a lot on here about high ankles. So if we're talking about a high ankle injury and this guy's rehab and he's looking pretty good, he's been running, but on the same time, just like we talked about with the ACL injuries, can you cut? Can you plant? If you're a lineman, can you come out of your stance? If you're a running back, can you make that cut? So a lot of times, we'll get to the field early or even sometimes prior to that earlier in the day if we have the opportunity. And the training staff and maybe the coaches will go out there with them field and say, hey, look, we want you to do these reps. And if they can't do it, then we're going to hold them.
So, Doc, we're talking a lot about we know the injuries are part of the game of football. It's a collision sport. A lot of people cutting, a lot of people doing things, but there's a scary side of that as well. And we saw that pretty recently in the Oklahoma game. Wide receiver catches a pass and runs into the brick wall with his head. Neck injury, head injury, scary situation. And unfortunately, that happens every year. We see scary situations occur. As a doctor, when something like that happens, what is first thoughts that go in your mind? What's your first response, your action? And do you know anything kind of specifically about the type of injury that young man had?
So those are scary. I think probably if we talk about the thing that probably for most of us that we're fearful of every time we go into a game, of course you have your cardiac events similar to what we had with Damar Hamlin a few years ago, but that's fortunately even more rare. The neck injury is something you're going to see. You do this long enough, you're going to have some neck injuries. And And so if you see somebody down with collision injury, that's a real scary event. And that play, if you watched it, he comes straight into the wall, and his head was turned a little bit to the side, but it was almost that axial load hitting the top of the head. And that's what we worry about the most. And that's why we tell guys, keeping your head up, because when you get hit right on the top of the head, driving the head down into the neck, that's the big mechanism we worry about. And so when you get out there, that's our first concern. So we're trying not to move the individual. You don't want to move the head or neck. You're trying to assess, is it a possible neck injury? Are they moving their arms? Can they move their arms, their legs? Do they have pain in the neck? And if we're worried about that, that's going to be somebody that we're going to try and keep as still as possible, because the concern is that you might have a spine fracture. Then you move that individual. Even a slight movement can shift that vertebrae just enough to where maybe it wasn't a spinal cord injury. So this is an individual who maybe won't be paralyzed and won't have some of those devastating lifelong effects. And if you're not careful, it can turn into that, even with very, very subtle movements. So it's a really scary injury. That's something that we have to really protect for. Like I said, we've had a few of them, that every single one scares you.
Yeah.
And we've been lucky with the ones we've had, at least here, but it's still a really, really scary event.
Doc, I do want to go back real quick to the New Orleans Saints. So Chase Young, edge rusher, he's been out this entire season so far with a calf. Now, he hasn't been put on IR either, though. So, if it's not bad enough to put on IR, but here we are, 6-7 weeks into the season, and you still haven't been on the field yet, it's hard to speculate, but, what in a calf maybe could keep you out for that long but not severe enough to go on the IR?
Yeah, so these are – calf injuries are like a lot of injuries where it's kind of like the hamstring, where the severity can be all over the map.
Yeah.
They're so easy to reprovoke too. Sometimes you think you're good, and then that first time you plant off, the first time you kind of got to take a big step, you re-aggravate it. You would think probably either a calf strain, maybe a really bad Achilles tendonitis. We saw that with Christian McCaffrey last year.
Yeah.
Basically missed almost half the year with the Achilles injuries, which is not unheard of. It's not common. Usually a calf strain, using Achilles tendonitis, you're looking at a few weeks more often than not. My suspicion usually is that it's an injury that got re-aggravated. I don't know that in this scenario, but if it's something that was, a true calf strain, usually you can get that better in a few weeks, but maybe you kind of re-aggravated it, re-injured it, and then that can be kind of a bear, and you can kind of fight that battle.
Doc, I know over there at Brock, y'all have the after-hours stuff happening for the orthopedics. Did y'all get an influx of patients last night after the old people geriatric flag football game at Elite?
I'm going to have to check the report when I get up. I'm curious to see. Yeah, I would not be surprised if there was a very heavy inflow. Usually we're seeing a bunch of 12 to 16-year-olds in that.
Hey, look. The most important thing is you didn't see 2 40-year-olds in there.
That's right.
Okay, did we need to go?
Maybe.
No comment. But are we there? No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Too gritty to be pretty, okay?
That's right. Thought about using the elevator for the first time this morning, but I didn't.
Attaboy.
I would have made fun of you heavily. Doc, I know something that we were talking about before. October the 10th is Mental Health Day. Obviously, something very important when you're dealing with athletics, and that's a wide range that could fall into that category. Mental Health Day is something I know that is something you want to talk about near and dear to you.
Yeah, it's very easy. Most times about sports injuries. Obviously, We're talking about the Achilles, the ACL, the calf, the whatever, and I think it's important to remember that there's a whole other side of health that is mental health. It's something that we at LSU take very seriously. We have a great staff. We have sports psychologists on staff there. We have psychiatrists that come out from Our Lady of the Lake that round out there on a regular basis. Our athletic training staff does a great job with it. It's a big passion that so many of us there have. And, it's easy to forget that these athletes are individuals as well. It's easy to forget that, they're going to suffer with depression, anxiety, all of these things, and let alone with the rigors that come with being an athlete. I think we all had the unfortunate reminder recently with Kyron Lacey, and now everything that's come out over this past week with him, with such a horrible situation. How you can think these people are on top of the world, and it can take one event, their lives can tumble out of control. And I think it's important. I encourage anybody, if they're out there and they're struggling with any kind of mental health issues, especially with this week, kind of honoring that. Please seek out the help you need. Whether you're a young kid, an athlete. I can't say enough. You're not alone. You'd be amazed how many of these guys you look up to that are in the big leagues, guys that are at LSU that have been through it. So if you're out there and you think you're alone, I promise you're not. There are people that can help you for sure.
All right, there he is, our guy, Dr. Stephen Etheridge. Good enough to come in here in studio every single week. Doc, we always appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Doc.
All right, more OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, everything is always available. So if you've got a trip planned to go watch the Tigers play in Tuscaloosa, in Norman, Oklahoma, you can go ahead and reserve that rental today. Everything is always going to be available per day. Rental prices as well going to be much better than that national rental car place at the airport, right? You're going to have great prices. And again, everything's available, not just like one car in each category. So go to the website today, find the one that's right for you, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
That's right. You're driving around today and it's got about a ton of miles on your car. It's time. It's that time of life that you got to upgrade. You need a new vehicle, whatever the occasion, like whatever you need it for, whether you got 10 kids, whether you got a new job, you got to haul a bunch of stuff, whether you want to go fast, whether you want to look cool, whatever it is. If you, a new car, used car, long-term lease, whatever it is, they got all the inventory on their lot right there at All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
In on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that there are lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserve good fame. Fist full of diamonds, a head full of rain. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Wednesday morning. I want to remind you about our friends over at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com is the website. Remember, once you go to the website, you can check out cases they can handle for you in the courtroom, past client results. You can have a conversation with them right there on the website as well. It is always on social media at Get Gordon's going to be the handle. Let's see what they're doing throughout the state of Louisiana. If you're trying to call them, remember, no matter where you're listening to us, it is your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. That's Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
It's a good one. Hey,
Mario knew what he was doing on this one, Bo.
No doubt.
Knew what he was doing.
I want to remind people out there that you got a text message saying that one of the stations was a little fuzzy out there driving around. We know 104.5, 104.9, kind of better in different parts of the city. Hey, you can cut all that out if you're in the area. 98.1 HD2. Go check it out, crystal clear. You got that HD
Those
features.
Cars that got those automatic headlights got that, Bo.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Automatic
His
flashers.
radio actually switches automatically. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do it.
HD2. Clear.
Is clear, though.
That's how I listen.
Yeah.
It's real clear. Yeah,
It is clear.
And
I know
for
people.
a long way, too.
Yeah, I know people have been like asking. I've gotten emails about the fuzziness of
Yeah,
the.
my wife just texted me. She's like, I can
static.
barely hear you.
Yeah, HD2 Lacey, but also I know that it's an issue that is currently being addressed
Okay, perfect. Elephant in the room.
with
People
our
gotta
guy,
be able to hear you.
our new guy Paul.
Slay Paul.
Hey, Paul.
I bet Paul roots for the Jaguars, Bo.
Yeah.
I think on radio, it is
Paul
important for.
absolutely says Jaguar.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
But it is important when you're on radio for people to be able to hear you on the radio.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
agree.
So AC2,
I'm with you.
98.1 AC2.
Where
Then
I'm
if it
at.
doesn't work, go to 104.9 or 104.5. So you can switch back and forth.
So I don't think 104.9 sounds all that great either.
It's
So-
like in
sounds
my
better?
neighborhood, it's
Yeah.
better than 104.5
Okay.
in my
Because
neighborhood.
you're probably a little bit east of here, aren't you? Because see, I'm out in Walker. I'm way east of here. 104.9's great.
Uh-huh.
But 104.5's not great where I'm at.
Interesting. Well, you got options.
Yeah.
We're just saying that.
Or
go to
you can
YouTube.
watch on YouTube.
Check it out.
Right now.
Also live stream on
Which I'm
the
a little bit upset. Doc,
on the app or
Oh, yeah.
the website.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Doc?
Doc pointed out, if you go to YouTube, you can see us. Doc pointed out when he came in, I am wearing Florida colors today, and I did not mean to do that.
Ooh.
That's on me.
You picked them to win
I
last
did pick
week.
him to win.
You're wearing their colors today.
You know that's how strongly I felt about that when I picked Florida to win.
I was going to say something else, but I think it would have got you mad.
Mm.
There's another Florida point. Got something to tell us about?
You know who else got mad? Head coach for the Arizona Cardinals.
He did. We talked about
And
it
you know who
yesterday.
else got mad? The NFL.
Oh, did they take some dollars out of his pocket?
The NFL fined Jonathan Gannon. is that
Yes.
it?
Yep.
Jonathan Gannon. They fined him $100,000 yesterday for
100?
physically hitting his player. Now, the clips that were coming out before like midday yesterday, it was like, yeah, you could tell he hit him, but you couldn't really see it. But the crystal clear view from another angle came out. Yeah, he balled up his fist and hit him.
Ooh, can we get the view?
Yeah, I should have probably asked Taylor to pull it up before I brought it up, but
Yeah, that'd been good radio, but we were jamming to Mario.
We were
I'm
jamming
bringing
Mario.
it up.
Forget it.
but yeah, he definitely hit him. So don't hit your players.
Yeah, don't do that.
I mean, like hit their pads, get them fired up. You can do that. I'm all about old school. You can grab my face mask if you want.
Oh, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all this stuff on the desk because I forgot somebody got mad at me for talking about the Saints while having a Chargers helmet on the desk.
That's stupid.
What?
He said, "Why don't you go cover the Chargers? Don't talk about the Saints."
I
was
mean, we
like,
do kind of talk about
Joke's
them.
on you. We do.
Yeah,
Cover
we
the
actually
There's
Chargers.
a
do talk
much
about 'em.
bigger Saints helmet right next to it.
Oh no, I thought it was funny. I was like, "Oh, so you want somebody to only pump sunshine for the Saints?"
Dude, if there's actually
you want
like,
sunshine pumpers.
Yeah.
OTB ain't that.
He said, "Go to
we kind of
California."
have been pumping some Saints sunshine though.
I think we've been
Because we've been
realistic.
pretty good.
Yeah.
We're pretty good.
I think we're being realistic.
Even
I don't
our
think we're pumping
Saints
sunshine.
correspondent, we're way more positive than him.
Yeah. Now
But I think he's just,
there's a couple of offensive
Hey,
linemen
Nick.
that
Congratulations, we got to win.
I mean,
nah,
yeah.
wasn't that great?
Right.
The offensive line.
He's like,
for
I
this
don't
year.
know about I don't know about the Patriots.
I don't know. Tyler
Yeah, I
Shaw.
guess I feel all right. Yeah.
I feel okay about it. Drake May's
We
good.
were
Duh.
talking yesterday. Everybody's like, "Oh,
Fine.
Cesar Ruiz is out. It might be an upgrade." Torcelli Simpkins was the lowest graded player on
Yeah,
Sunday.
he had a 12 passing grade.
Not great.
Not great. It's 12.
12
Yeah, not out of 20.
out of 100.
Yep. But you know what the difference is? He wasn't a first round pick. He was an undrafted free agent. So
Oh, so yeah, he's fine then.
Here's your bright spot. Spencer's playing great
he did-
behind a bad O line.
Yeah, there you
What
go.
happens when he gets a good one?
he did actually run block much better than he pass blocked. But again, we talked about it. It's kind of why you need Spencer back there right now. Like he's efficient, making good decisions.
This is a good quarterback.
And like when he does have pressure, he's doing a nice job of still finding a window to throw the football. He's not taking a lot of negative plays. You might call him a check down Charlie, and there was some of that for sure in the beginning of the season, but also he's doing a nice job of evading the rush and then hitting his check down, which I've never been in a quarterback room, but I would assume when you have pressure and you hit the check down, you get a positive check mark on that play.
Yep.
Right?
Check.
So
No, I think Nick did make the point yesterday. Like, yeah, we could. Like, I wish he'd push it a little bit more, try to push the envelope a little bit more. But like when you have a roster deficiency, it's like turnovers are going to kill you. Turnovers, like it takes any chance you got at pulling one out against the probably a superior team athletically, like from top to bottom on a roster. Turnovers will absolutely kill you. I mean, we saw that this past week.
Yeah.
we won the turnover battle by a whole lot. Now the turnover differentiation there was
Big word.
that's a big word. Where am I? The score should have been a lot more to a lot less because of turnover. But but we're getting better.
I think they're going to have their best offensive game this week.
The Saints.
I do.
Yeah.
I think Saints are going to have their best offensive game this week. Now, does it lead to a win? I don't know. That offense on the other side is pretty damn good.
I think progressively you're going to see this offense improve week after week. Now you might have a week where production, a couple things missed. Production might be a little bit down, but I think if you look at as a whole, if you look at it like month by month, this offense is going to get a lot better. You're going to see a lot more plays being made. Sure, there's going to be bad plays because offensive line deficiencies.
Yeah.
But that running game's coming. Kendra Miller is running great. I think the receivers, tight ends can get more confident. Like if people are going to get more confidence,
No doubt.
more confidence.
It even
and
looked better
Spencer-
in week one with
Oh my God!
of having your tight ends back.
Kellen Moore is going to get better at having the duties of head coach and being a play caller. We already see I see him getting better and better and better. So it's a group like it's not unrealistic expectations. We don't think they're going to the playoffs. We don't think they're winning their division. We just want to see improvement.
Yeah, what you saw last week and you hope to see again this week. All right, before we take this break, I want to remind you about our friends over at Rouse's. We're going to be at Rouse's Football Friday. We'll be there for the entire show. So
Breakfast
come hang
bar.
out, come see us, come eat right there. You sit right next to us. You can listen to the show. We got a speaker so you can listen to the show. If you are there with us in person, you can pick up all your tailgating packages as well. It is a football home game weekend, so you're going to be out there. You're going to be tailgating. So when you go to Rouse's, that's the only place that you have to go. You can get everything that you need for your tailgate there at your local Rouse's. We'll be at the one Burbank and Lee, so come hang out, come see us, grab everything you need for your tailgate. Check out those offers they have at your local Rouse's on the website, rouses.com. You see it right there, weekly specials. Click on that. It's going to pull up something to help you out there. Rouses.com. All right, we'll take our last break of hour number 2. In hour 3, you got Dear Delandra, you've got Would You Rather, and also Colt McCoy is going to join us. Obviously, you got Red River coming up, so we're going to break down that game with him, ask him about the SEC, the hierarchy of the SEC as well. All coming your way in hour number 3.
Off the bench.
All right, go Tommy's,
Tommy's.
G-E-A-U-X, Tommy's with a Y.com, Tommy's Windows, Doors, and also siding. When you go to the website, go see what they can do for you, because you can check out testimonials of past clients, a gallery of work they've done here in the greater Baton Rouge area. One thing you're going to notice is they stack awards over at Tommy's. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, Angie Super Service Award. They just won Best Windows in Baton Rouge this year in the Advocate. 225-250-8808 and always online at gotommys.com.
All those awards, that's got to be a joke, right? Can't be real.
Nope.
Every single
it's
year?
real news, not fake news.
That's a win streak right there. That's like 9 straight years. At Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Side, you will clearly see the difference. You're talking about lifetime warranties and all their work. And if you got a project, if you're planning one, you got the blueprints, you're hiring general contractors, make sure that Tommy's is one of those people you're getting a price from. Let them prove to you their work. GoTommys.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Gotta change my answering machine now that I'm alone. 'Cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense.
Share with the class.
Just laughing at these lyrics. Gotta change my answering machine.
Oh, answering machine.
Because it says we can't come to the phone.
Guys, I have bad news for the OTB one brain cell.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
So I put up a poll. How do you pronounce Jaguar? Jaguar or Jaguar?
Oh, we lost this.
It's almost 50-50.
Oh.
But 56% of people say Jaguar. And then Hunt messaged and he said Jaguar's preposterous. I said,
Hunt,
you're
shut up.
preposterous. Get in
You're
here.
preposterous, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
right?
Hunt, you're from
Weird thing.
Shreveport,
You're
Louisiana, like me.
preposterous.
Hey, Hunt.
Shut up.
But I don't
Yeah.
need you looking down
You're a
your
towel.
nose at me.
I know you
How
went to
can
your
you-
little private school there. Like mine was private, but it was just private so we could be good at football. Like you went to like a real uppity private school there, bud. God bless you.
You're
Alon.
saying
I don't understand
Jaguar?
how 56% of people can be wrong on a Wednesday. That seems a
That's
little high.
crazy.
If you're saying Jaguar in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, you're
Right.
just trying to be
Trying to be
classy.
smart,
Just trying to be
You're
like,
trying to be
Yeah.
that guy.
you
Come down
hold your-
here
you
with
hold
your golf
pinky
club
out
polo,
when you drink
Hunt.
tea.
Oh, you put milk in your coffee?
Jeez and Pete's.
Smell the beans.
You only
Is it a
eat like,
Colombian
Look at
roast?
me, I'm Hunt. I went to journalism school.
you
I'm
only
so
eat like
smart.
organic fruit.
I will say,
I say Jaguar.
when
I'm
Dr.
so
Etheridge,
cultured.
Dr. Etheridge said Jaguar,
Wait, he said it?
but he said
But he
it, there's
said
a
it-
something in there.
It's something different.
It's
Wait, it was like
something.
ER, like Jaguar.
Jaguar?
When he said it, I heard the difference.
But
You know
it
who
wasn't,
needs
he
to-
didn't say Jaguar.
Right. You know who needs to settle this argument for us?
Lady Jag.
Yes. Let's get her up here.
Yeah.
She would love to
Mama,
come on.
if you're listening down there, come on up.
Is it the Southern Jaguars?
Right.
No.
She's gonna
There
say
ain't no
Jaguar.
way.
That ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Louisiana, they say Jaguar. Guarantee it.
Yeah,
Unless you're Hump Palmer.
if you say
that's
Jaguar,
Dakota.
you're trying to sound smarter than everybody else.
Right.
Yeah. Just embrace it.
Just embrace it, dude. It's
Oh, we
not-
do.
You're not.
Look, the good news is
you're not narrating Planet Earth.
that's the.
Say Jaguar. Oh, look at this Jaguar. Oh, is that a Puma?
Puma. The poll is on Instagram, by the way. People are asking. It's on. I sound
are
like
asking.
I just made that up.
People are asking.
I'm like,
asking.
People are asking for my skincare routine, guys.
Yeah. I know like I've been asking, so here
So
it is.
first I do this.
Yeah.
No, but it's on Instagram. People really are asking.
Our Instagram or the stations?
The OT or no, ESPN 104.5 ESPN Instagram.
Well,
Planet Earth.
no, we got a lot coming your way in hour number 3. Would you
Huge
rather?
hour.
Dear Delandra, Colt McCoy, stay locked in.
Off the bench.
Jaguar. Got a monocle out while you're doing that? Go to yourgoodwood.com. That is a website for Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Get your consultation set up right there on the homepage. Bottom right corner. Book that consultation today. Find a full list of services that they offer over at the clinic. Check out some pricing options as well. It's Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. It's right there on Drusilla Lane in Baton Rouge. It is 225-4GD Wood. Again, 225-4GD Wood, and always online at yourgoodwood.com.
Man, we are talking to you. We got these human bodies that as they age, stuff starts to happen. Well, there's a fix for it. Go to yourgoodwood.com. Go see them. Have a risk-free and embarrassment-free consultation. When you're talking about testosterone replacement, sexual performance, anti-aging, maybe your hairline's looking a little different. They can all fix that. So go call them. Go see them. Yourgoodwood.com.